Go ahead and watch Raayan, Dhanush's 50th movie as an actor and his directorial debut, and you won't be disappointed. If you have faith or if you love classy cinema, gory, a little bit of gangster vibe, and dark tone kind of movies, intense kind of movies, action packed, then this is going to satisfy your appetite for that kind of genre. And the true hero of this, of course, is Dhanush, goes without saying, as a director, as an actor. But there are two other unsung heroes. First is AR Rahman, because the BGM is absolutely killer. I mean, you won't see AR Rahman back in such sublime form like he was in the 90s, early 90s, when he actually came to fame. But you see that classic old AR Rahman with the BGM tones. I think every single tone should be a ringtone. It's so intense, so gripping, and so different, so fresh. And hats off to Rahman to, again prove himself as a masterclass. Then comes the DOP. I mean, Om Prakash, I believe, is the name of the DOP. Very, very unique tone, dark tone, and lots of different shade of color grading that we get to see to make it look fresh. And that's very, very hard. We've seen the color tones for Zack Snyder's kind of movies. We've seen the color tone for KGF kind of movies. We've seen the color tone that Prashant Neel adopts. We've seen the color tone that Rajamouli prefers. But this is a fresh new color tone, and kudos to the editor as well as the DOP and the color grading team. They've done a fabulous job. It has a little bit of John Wick Chapter 4 kind of vibes to it. If you see the screenplay and the color palette and the overall screenplay and the color essence that is carried through the course of the movie. Okay, so that aside, now the reason I'm doing this review in English is because I want everyone to watch this movie, be it the Tamil audience or the Telugu audience or the Hindi audience. Just like Animal was a very intense cult classic kind of a movie in recent times, I have to say Raayan is a class apart. I mean, first of all, the plot might feel a little familiar, might feel a little predictable, but something a little fresh as well. So we have Dhanush playing the eldest brother, two younger brothers, youngest sister, who are left astray by their parents. So we haven't been told what happens to their parents, but how they grow up, how they struggle to keep up with life, and become one among us. For such kind of despite this kind of depravity and the kind of odds that surround them, how they cope up with the pressure and grow up amongst this kind of a scenario. Okay, and what happens once they grow up, how very simple, sweet, lovable family as they grow up together, united, and how slowly but surely things start falling apart one by one, is a very, very emotional roller coaster kind of a movie. And also it is very systematically, meticulously written, such that there's no loophole anywhere. There's a little bit of surprise element that takes you by takes you without warning, or catches you without warning, and that helps. But okay, let's talk about the good things. First of all, Dhanush is acting top notch, and SJ Suryah, of course, is the villain. So he is really, really good at what he does. And then Prakash Raj has a balancing act and has a slightly negative tone as well. So he pulls it off with absolute ease. Then come the junior artists, or the not so hyped prominent stars like Sandeep Kishan. I think he deserved. He has struggled really, really hard to prove himself in the industry. He has had his hits and misses, but Captain Miller, I think, allowed Dhanush to have a glimpse of what Sandeep Kishan is capable of. So I think he is given the right kind of role, a meaty role, a very, very important role in this movie, a pivotal role, and I think he's pulled it off really, really well. That kind of expressions and that kind of emotions everything being portrayed through the eyes, through the emotions, I mean through the body. It is not easy to pull it off, because this is a hard hitting intense movie. Only people like Dhanush can carry this. But the casting, oh boy. Aparna, if I'm not wrong, again, she is really good at such rustic kind of roles, raw roles. I mean, Surya, we saw her pulling it off with absolute ease, and she is a seriously a gem of an actress. You just need to know how to use or utilize that kind of potential. And then Dushara, oh boy, she is yet another unsung hero. I mean, Singapen is what people say in Tamil. So she is like another a pillar who carries this movie, and such huge responsibility is something that Dhanush believed, bestowed, and pulled it off effortlessly. I mean, the way the intensity is carried, especially in one fight scene, the emotions are running high. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it is very well shot. The fight sequences are very intense. Uh, we've seen that kind of fight sequences in the raid movies, that fight choreography. Good that we see that kind of realistic fight choreography. But some of the fight choreography could have been better, especially the climax fight and the pre-climax fight, whatever it is. It feels a little too easily done. So I think it was like they're trying to finish it up in a hurry kind of a thing. But some of the fight sequences were really, really intense, and a big thumbs up to the fight choreography team. But as I told you, the major heroes here are AR Rahman and the DOP, and of course Dhanush's vision is very, very clear. Like, he pulls off that happy-go-lucky guy in VIP. VIP 2 was a not so great movie. I didn't like it. It was not up to expectation. Similarly, even Captain Miller was not at all up to expectation, because I would say one of my all-time favorite Tamil movie has to be Rocky. Yeah, Rocky is Arun Madheshwaran's, I think, first movie. Oh boy, Bharati Raja is the villain, and I forgot the hero's name, but you can watch that movie. I think it's available on YouTube, full movie. I'm not sure, or maybe it is streaming on some OTT, but it is a beautifully crafted gangster flick. I mean, one of the best, I would say. Cinematography and the way the movie is carried through is next level. So, recent times, some of the gem of movies, I mean, Irumbuthirai was really intense, Rakshasan was really intense, Por Thoril, if you haven't seen, please watch Por Thoril. It is, again, in line with Rakshasan, a crime thriller, serial killer on the prowl. That's a beautiful, very intense movie. Then Sarvatta Parambara, again, Arya absolutely kills it, and Paranjit shines through. So all these movies were classics, cult classics, that you want to, I mean, cherish for a lifetime. And this one falls short somewhere, someplace. It is almost there. It is not as good as Asuran. Mind you, Asuran is an absolute where level movie, next level movie. Similarly, Vada Chennai is also next level movie. Everyone is waiting for part 2, Vada Chennai. But this almost gets there, but falls short because of few things. First of all, the cause established for the antagonist is not justifiable enough to, advocate revenge on such scale. So there are, and there is one cause where revenge, is justified, but they kind of finish it off in a very subtle manner, where it could have been, because being R-rated movie or a A-rated movie, they could have done more over there, like what they did with Sani Kaidam. I think Arun Madheshwaran's second movie, Kirti Suresh playing the lead, OTT direct release. That was very, very intense, a gory revenge drama. But here, there are a few hits and misses. See, the color palette is great, DOP is great, BGM is great, fight choreography is good, and Dhanush's directorial vision is also good, but the writing falls short as it comes to second half, and some elements in second half, the plot twists or the plot flow could have been justified in a better manner for us to be satisfied that this is the ending we want. So there things fall short. Now talking about the cast. Now, as I told you, Aparna is a fabulous actress, does it effortlessly. Dushara is a hidden gem who's found, a new star is born. And Jayaram's son, I think Kalidas, a very potent, powerful person to note. I mean, a powerful weapon, you can say, if I can say that, because poor I saw with Arjun Das, even there he did a very intense role and he pulled it off effortlessly. I mean, this guy is a force to reckon with. I think he has a very bright future up ahead. And Sandeep Kishan, again, he deserved this for his perseverance and persistence and believing in himself and motivating himself. I think finally he deserves this kind of glory that he got here, starring opposite such a huge internationally acclaimed actor as Dhanush. I think Sandeep Kishan has justified his role excellently, and Suryah is a class act. And I talked about Prakash Raj as well. Selvaraghavan sir, again, for him this is an absolute piece of cake, whatever role he has played here. So all this makes Raayan a must watch, because nothing feels watchable these days. Everything is predictable. You watch so much of movie content or OTT content or series that everything's the twist and plot twists and turns become predictable once you have a saturated level of movies in your mind already. So you can say, okay, this is what is going to lead to this, and this is what is going to happen eventually, and this is how it's going to end. So when you know the end, that actual anxiety goes ki, "Arey, kya hone wala hai? What's going to happen next?" But here they have tried to build that momentum, build that intensity, and then when it all unfolds, it feels a little too left out. That's the only giveaway. But out of 10, I would say this would score a 7.5, and we have much better things to come, much better movies to look forward to, look up to, like Vada Chennai Part 2 and whatnot. So if you like what you see and want to see more pure content here, all this, like people watch certain reviews which have around 1-2 minutes of like bada 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 blah 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 kind of advertorials going on, and they like lakhs of views are coming. But when a genuine guy is giving a genuine opinion with what all knowledge he or she has, and giving a genuine content, that is now going unnoticed. I don't know what's happening with YouTube, but I think people, you guys, will support an honest initiative. If you like my movie reviews, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more movie reviews and a little bit of classics, if you want me to dwell on that, I can do those videos as well every now and then, but primarily this will be an automobile content channel. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next video, and please do watch Raayan in theaters for the intense, magical, absolutely mesmerizing BGM of AR Rahman. See you guys next time. Cheers.